Hello, my name is Hanain and this is your RTV News. Today we also recognize National Indigenous Day in Canada.
And I am Dylan. On behalf of the staff and students of Cold Lake High School, we would like to recognize and celebrate the unique heritage, diverse cultures, and the outstanding contributions of First Nations, Inuit, and Métis people.
Today we have all of your final exam news, lunch special, and a special story by everyone's favorite weatherman, Paul Cleophas.
Your RTV News starts right now. Grad gown pickup is Saturday from 9:30 to 10:15 in the library. The formal photo will be at 10:30 in the gym, and the ceremony starts at 11.
Save the date. JV girls volleyball tryouts will be held September 6th to 8th next fall. See Miss Irame in the SST office for more information.
All graduating students are reminded to apply for the Rutherford Scholarship after their PDEs are marked. You can do this through studentaid.alberta.ca. Now let's go to Dagan for the last weather report of the year.
Hello, Cold Lake High School. I'm Dagan with the last weather report of the year. Today it's cloudy with a high of 16 and a low of 9. And tomorrow it will be rainy with a high of 14 and a low of 6. Friday it's going to be partly cloudy with a high 18 and a low of 7. And Saturday it's also going to be partly cloudy with a high 19 and a low of 8. I'm Dagan. That was your weather report.
Thanks for that terrific weather report, Dagan. Everyone in the SST office wishes you the best. Walk into exams with knowledge in your heads and confidence in your hearts. Please have a safe and happy summer.
All students are reminded that they need to clean out their lockers and return their locks by Monday at 3:30 p.m. Locks can be returned to your Block 1 teacher from the first semester.
Today's lunch special is mushroom burger or chicken burger with tater tots for $5, and the soup is broccoli or cauliflower cheese soup for $3.
That is all the news we have for you this year, Cold Lake High School.
We end the year with a special story by Paul Cleophas and the one and only Mr. Doug Surant.
Mr. Doug Surant. Everyone knows him as a teacher in our school, but not all of us know that he is also a great music director and a dedicated fire station chief. Let us know more about Mr. Surant in this story.
I started teaching in Cold Lake, actually Graham Center, back in 1990. Right now I teach COM, I teach first aid, job safety, and I've got my health foundations class and my instrumental music class.
I asked Mr. Surant what motivates him to teach.
Just to be around creative kids and getting to do new stuff on a daily basis. It's so much fun.
Aside from being a teacher, Mr. Surant is actually the Assistant Fire Chief of Cold Lake Fire Rescue and the Fire Station Chief of Downtown Cold Lake Fire Rescue Team.
As a firefighter, you do different things. You work with the public quite often. You get to work with equipment. You get to roll to all the emergency scenes. Firefighting is one of these things where people automatically think it's just fighting building fires, and it's not. There's so much more. Obviously we do structure fires, we do wildland fires, which are like grass fires, brush fires, vehicle accidents, vehicle fires, we do hazardous materials response, medical response, we do water response. We have a boat that we can use in Cold Lake or take somewhere else if we need. We do tons of public relations, fire prevention programs, we do home alone programs. So the community involvement is probably, it's almost equal to our response. So public service on top of firefighting.
Mr. Surant shares some story about being a firefighter and a teacher.
Students are surprised to actually see me come out of a vehicle and going, what's Mr. Surant doing out here for? But it's kind of part of what we do. We've had responses where I jump out of the truck and they're going, hey, wait a sec, that's my teacher. And they have no idea. I'm not just telling stories in class. I actually go out on trucks. An average year at the fire service, we respond about 300 times a year, sometimes a little bit more.
Aside from being a firefighter, he is also a musician. He's the music director of the CLHS Music Band.
It's my 27th year as being a music director up here.
If he's a musician, what instruments can he play?
I normally play brass, but I can play everything. Some stuff better than others, but I can play everything. It's just part of the job. I come from a very musical family, and it's just what, as a family, we do. We get together, everybody grabs something, and we can play pretty much anything, anywhere. So it's just really just natural part of what I grew up with, and I still like to do it now.
He also tells me the Royals' achievement as a music band.
Gold medal placements in festivals. We've got to play for some very important people. We got to play a couple of years back. We played for all of the school superintendents from Alberta at a conference in Edmonton. And our band actually went in and played for them. We've already been booked to go in and play for the Public Schools Conference in November of next school year already. And we've done hundreds of concerts in the local area. We've gone all over the place to play, and always well received. The kids always play super well, and it's just a blast. I have so much fun with it.
Last but not the least, Mr. Sirant is a father and a husband. How does he manage to balance work and family?
It is a very tricky balance to do, and my usual belief is family comes first, then work, then whatever else. The reason I do what I do is I like what I do. I mean, I like being a dad, I like being a husband, so my family is vital for what I do. I love being a firefighter, and I've been doing that for a very long time, almost 33 years. I love teaching. I love what I do here. So when you guys were coming in, I was teaching a first aid course, and it's a really good time. So happiness is what you can make out of what you're doing, and if you love what you're doing, you're happy. So I'm a very happy guy. It's been a very good teaching run.
Thank you, Mr. Sirant, for being a model of service and commitment. This is Paul Cleophas reporting for the RTV News.